and then I can get started on prepping for my next Skillshare class and all the other stuff that I want to try to get done before New Year so that I feel more prepared for 2020, because 2020 is going to be a year of amazingness. I have to have it be a year of amazingness. Welcome back to the studio vlog. I promised myself that I would keep things real on my channel. This is as real as it gets, real and raw, no makeup, no nothing. I have not filmed very much between Thanksgiving and here we are getting towards the end of December. I wanted to maintain consistency, and I try to do that with some of the other types of videos where I'm not like a talking head in front of the camera. Although I feel like this is a great way to connect with those of you who watch. It's been crazy at home, so I haven't really had the opportunity to just like sit down and talk to the camera about what I've been working on. I've been working throughout this whole time. It's just a lot of family stuff has been going on. And I got really sick between literally the day before Thanksgiving all the way through the last few weeks for, what's today? Today's December 19th. And I'm really just starting to feel better like this week. So I was sick for like almost a month, like a good 3.5 weeks. So me getting in front of the camera during that time probably wouldn't have been the best for me anyways, or doubt you want to see sickly people. Although like I said, I wanted to keep it real, and today is as real as it's gonna get. Like I said, I haven't filmed in a few weeks. Unfortunately, my father-in-law had been really sick for the last 6 months, and he passed away earlier this month. So we've been coping with that as a family. And then just me getting sick, and then the kids all got sick. My youngest came home with the flu and was puking for like 3 days straight, and then well, not 3 days straight, she was puking for one night, but she was really sick for 3 days, and really it took her about a week to be back to herself. And then literally like right as she's getting better, big sister came home and same thing, just puking all night one night, and then she just felt icky for a few days later. Like the flu hit our house really terribly. Like, oh, I've had enough puking for like the next 2 years. It was not fun. So we've just been dealing with a lot as a family, and I've been trying to balance that with work and what I'm doing and trying to do stuff like this. And then my youngest is she's a dancer, and she, like, dude, you guys, dance moms, I don't know how they do it. But I've officially been inducted to the crew. But my daughter has been dancing for the last few years, and last year she did a really huge program of Nutcracker in our local area that schools from all over the area come out to watch them, and then the public watches them at a big venue at a local college in our area. And so I've been trying to, you know, balance and be supportive of that, and that's a lot. Like, no, there's no joke. Like, you know, last year, you know, I volunteered a day or two just to try and help where I could. This year I was like, I felt bad. I'm like, I'm a working mom. There's these moms here. Like, I want to be supportive. So out of the 5 days of performances, I'm volunteering 3. And the only reason why I'm not going to 2 nights is because I'm going to be going with family to actually watch her perform. Today is day 2 of the show. And oh my gosh, this has been crazy. Like, I worked in the fashion industry. I went from being an intern and you know, dressing at fashion shows, to producing fashion shows for my work, to then helping colleges that I worked at produce their major scale fashion shows. And I know craziness, like fashion shows are crazy and it's crazy backstage, and I've been a producer so I understand, but kids shows, you guys, they are no joke. Oh my god, like as crazy as fashion is, this is like 10 times crazier. But I've been able to volunteer with like a really good group of moms that I know that our kids all play together, and they've been like, oh my god, so organized and awesome. And it's just exhausting running all around and getting these kids dressed. It's not like I can have a model who's just standing still and I can get her clothes on and, you know, send her out onto the runway. It's like a wiggly 6-year-old trying to get this elaborate costume on them. But oh, my girl has been doing so awesome. I'm so proud of her. Like, I don't even know, like I can't imagine, I don't even know how she does it. She is so awesome. She's such a, like, for being so young, she's only 7, and being able to like do this caliber of a show and be chill about it, and then literally after we're done, drop her back off for the last half of the day at school. It's a lot. So today was day 2. I just got home a little while ago. I have actual work I have to catch up on. I had laundry I had to do. Like, my life has been in shambles these last 3 weeks, and I'm just trying to like keep my head above water. And it's really interesting, like I didn't get to, like, I haven't gotten a second to just like sit down and like breathe. And I don't know, just when you go through those seasons of ups and downs and just being able to like keep moving forward, I don't know if it's a healthy thing to do, but for me, like throwing myself into work, or, you know, in this case, like helping my kids and my family situated, like that keeps my mind off of some of the hard stuff that we're dealing with. And it's sad, but it's also I also think it's a beautiful thing. My kids got to spend so much great time with their grandpa, and they got to say goodbye right before he passed, and I haven't had a second to just like sit and think, and neither has Dwight really, but we're just trying to make it work, because like what else can you do? You have to, it's like, I don't know, because there are times, like, you know, being like, I was sick for 3 weeks and then this happened, and then like there are times you just want to like hide in a hole and like go under the blankets and sleep for a week at a time. But I just found that like moving forward is really important and helpful, because it keeps me focused, and then in turn the kids, like, they understand, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm modeling for them, but just like keeping going, and I'm hoping that that will benefit them in the long run. And just kind of show them that sometimes, even through dark times and through hard times, that, you know, not losing your footing will be the best thing that you can do, because it can help you grow. And but yeah, so just I haven't had a second to just like freaking sit. So yeah, so I have to catch up on work. We're also in finals week for the college I teach at, so there's that. I have some projects that I need to finish up before I start a really big web design project that I'm working on at the very beginning of the new year. I did some stuff for my branding. I launched Patreon. Oh my gosh. If you guys are on Patreon and you want to support, you want to test out some of my like new products that I'm making, whether it be stationery or stickers or bullet journaling stuff, or even the surface pattern design work, like I might be giving like coupon codes and things like that for fabrics. And also, if you like my classes and you want a chance to actually take one for free, I have those things as perks for my Patreon. I'm hoping, like, I figured like I wanted to start at the new year, but it just made sense to just bite the bullet, get it done. I had already been building stuff for it and getting things prepared for it, so I just launched it. So if you guys want to check it out and you're interested in supporting, please do. If not, sharing it is always helpful. I launched my newsletter finally. So I'm trying to work on ways to be consistent and grow that. I've already seen some great like turnaround and feedback from it, just from putting things on my website and adding, you know, the information and links to places like my Skillshare profile and the Facebook page that I have for Bella Sophia Creative. So that's been really beneficial. I also earlier this month did an awesome interview slash like discussion thing with the amazingly creative Lauren Leslie of Lauren Leslie Studio. She is on YouTube as well. Shout out Lauren. So we talked about the Pantone color of the year. As you all probably know by now, it is classic blue, and everyone's just like, oh my gosh, that's such a basic color. But I read a lot into it. I was like, dang, Pantone, you are making a statement with that. So it was really fun to talk with her about that, and you know, get her insight and share my insights and things like that. So I did that. That was really fun this month. But yeah, so the rest of today, before I have to pick up my kiddos from school and then go back to ballet, because yes, they had a performance this morning. They have to go back to practice. Just trying to like, I'm gonna find time to sleep. But I have to do work and then try to get a few things done, and then like I also decided that it'd be a good idea to volunteer for my kids' classroom party. Let's talk about super moms for a minute. Whether you are a stay-at-home mom, working mom, whoever you are, if you are a mom that volunteers for anything, oh my God, God bless your soul. I understand. We're like, oh, we want to be a part of our kids' lives, and oh my God, why did I do this to myself? It's like you go between two extremes. So I have to make a snowball slash snowman knocking down game. I don't even know what to call it. But basically, I'm taking like styrofoam paper cup things and turning them into little mini snowballs, and we're stacking them, and they're gonna throw like little styrofoam balls that I got from the dollar store. It's just, oh, and I still have to make that, and I still have work to do, and I have 2 hours before I have to cook it. So we'll see how much we can get done today. Like I said, I'm sorry for the inconsistency with the vlogs, but I hope you guys have been liking the other content that I've been sharing, the tutorials, the stuff like I did with Lauren. Yeah, so I'm just trying to like share and showcase different, you know, video types that I wanted to work on. Tutorials are going to be a big thing for me because, like I said, I'm a teacher. I love teaching. It's one of the things that I'm passionate about. So aside from teaching the classes on Skillshare where you actually have to pay for them, I also want to share, you know, quick little mini tutorials and things like that here on YouTube. I think a big thing I'm going to focus on this the next few months is building some more affinity program tutorials. I don't think Affinity gets enough credit. Oh my God, the more I've been working with the programs, I have Affinity Designer, which is basically like Illustrator, Affinity Photo, which is my replacement for Photoshop, and Affinity Publisher is basically my InDesign replacement. And oh my God, I love it. I love it for creating work for clients. I love it for I do the textile work in Designer and in Photo for my surface pattern design work. And then I love, 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 love Publisher for a lot of the stationery stuff that I've been working on, and even Photo for more raster-based stickers, and then Designer for more of the vector-based sticker work that I've been doing and creating, and the artwork and stuff like that. So, oh, I'm telling you guys, like, they're doing amazing stuff. And then I'm probably gonna do some Procreate stuff too. Like, I use it a lot in my workflow, and it's so cool. The new release, Affinity 5, is amazing. There's so many awesome new brushes. So I got in front of the camera today, despite my wrecked self, no makeup, my exhaustion, my bags under my eyes. Because 2019 was freaking tough for my family. It was tough for me. 2018 was really crappy because of my injury, but I'm still recovering from that, so maybe I'll do a video about that. I don't know, health and fitness and stuff like that. I'm trying to make it a point to get back to what I was doing with my weekly runs, but like I said, I injured my Achilles tendon, so it's been a tough year. That health for me, health for our family members. So 2019 I'm excited to say goodbye to. 2020 we're hoping it's amazing, and I'm hoping to continue to build what I'm doing with my freelance work and my client list, and hopefully do things like, I don't know, license out my artwork and see if I can get a brand deal with a major retailer in terms of my surface pattern design work. Would love to work with licensing out my work for fabrics instead of me upfronting the cost with the fabrics that I make. I typically work with manufacturer or producer in China, and then I upfront the cost and then I sell the lots that way, aside from being on websites like Spoonflower. That might be a good video tutorial to do, or to kind of give you insight to how production works from that side of things. But it's a huge upfront cost when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm thinking if I can really focus on building my portfolio, pitching, that I'll be able to license out and work with, you know, like a fabric licensing brand deal. So that would be amazing for 2020. I really want to start putting down my ideas for the kids book that I want to write. Like I said, before I did all this, I was a writer, and I worked in marketing PR. I wrote a lot. And having kids, I love reading with them and reading stories with them, and I want to find a way to combine my love of art and my creativity with the writing side, and maybe at least, if not actually publish a book in 2020, at least have the body done so I can start pitching publishers for a book this year. And then, yeah, just continue to grow with clients and the freelance work that I'm doing. Also, I know I mentioned the newsletter. I have a fun freebie that I'm giving to people who actually subscribe to my newsletter. So I'll put like a little kind of visual here. But I'm giving away one of my bullet journal 4-page templates to people who are signing up for my digital newsletter. So I'll include the link below. Also include the Patreon link that I have up. And yeah, and if you're ever interested in, you know, sending over ideas, add them in the comments for, you know, videos or things that you're looking for in terms of learning, things that you're interested about in the fashion industry, so I can share some insights from my experience that when I worked in the industry. And like I said, I still kind of do, but it's just from a different side. It's from the creative side versus the PR marketing, fashion show, production, crazy madness. Yeah, so that is it for now. I have to go pick up the kiddos. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
This world can be so cruel. We have our hands tied, they treat us like we're fools. We're underestimated and boxed in. All judgmental labels spread us thin. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, you'll be my safety. We can run away to another place. No need to worry, escape reality.
Kind of like charming. Okay, is it really over?
Escape reality. Escape reality.
It's trippy.
Oh, we can take this world by storm. I couldn't want anything more.
Alright, we're having a taste test. Tell us what you think, Sophia. Megan, you gonna try yours too? It looks like an ice cream sandwich. So, is it melty delicious? It looks kind of hard. It's the crunchiest. Yeah, it's because they can't have wet foods in space, right, Sophia? The water will go everywhere. Try it. Tell us what you think, Megan. It broke apart. No. It's okay. It's still yummy. What do you think, Megan? That's what the astronauts have to eat, guys. What do you think of it, Sophie? You like it? Well, there you go. That's what you would have to eat in space if you wanted ice cream. What are your thoughts, Miko?
It better be good.
It's really good.
Okay.
Tastes like.
So now we know Miko could be a spaceman. He's okay with eating dry ice cream.
I'm scared of heights.
Sophia, what does it say? One step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I'm a dork. Check my list. Hi! So, today's Tuesday, January 7th. I have not vlogged. Well, I vlogged last week to start, but I hadn't vlogged in like a whole month because of all the stuff that you probably heard me mention earlier. It's been a lot going on family-wise. Figured I would turn on the camera today because Isabella, my daughter, said I should. Hi! And earlier today I was actually out at a client meeting. One of my clients, Michelle, she runs her own beauty and cosmetics line. She's also a makeup artist, super talented, amazing woman. And we had a pretty much brainstorming visit today. She's one of my retainer clients, and basically I help her with her videos that she puts on YouTube, as well as videos for videos. My Latina's coming out. I've been helping her with content and videos and whatnot for her brand and for her YouTube channel. So we were talking about some things coming down the pipeline. So I wanted to meet with her early this month just to knock it out so that I'm kind of prepared and can balance out my workload for the coming weeks, because I have new products that I'm launching for my brand. And then I have 2 new client projects coming up. One is a bigger one because it's a website, and the other one is some stationery and probably wedding focused invites and things like that. And the rest of today actually is going to be me focusing on finalizing some projects some personal projects and some product projects for my Etsy shop, as well as my creative market shop. I just launched a New Year's Brights digital sticker pack on Etsy last night, and I'm trying to get it onto Creative Market this afternoon, and then catch up on some other stuff that I'm kind of behind on. What do I have? I have a big to-do list, right, Bella? I always have a lot to do.
You do.
Bella's doing homework because that's what science homework. That's what kids have to do. Mom has to make money. I also have to set up my, I know it's January 7th, but I have to set up my January planner and goals for the year. I'm actually going to do a video using some of my productivity worksheets that I have on Creative Market, which are really, really helpful, and they're printable, so they're super easy to use. So as opposed to like trying to create your whole own bullet journaling spread, I have these Bujo style printables in my Creative Market site. So I'm going to share those and kind of go over and film some of those, how I kind of brain dump my ideas and what my goals are for the year. I have to actually prep for another stationery set launch that I finished designing, but I have to translate to my shop. So I work with an amazing YouTuber, Holly for Holly Pixels, and I have my products in her digital shop. But she has kind of like this template that most of the creatives who work with her use, and then I also design my own elements as well. So I'm taking my pieces and adding a few additional like stationery items in my sticker packs for my own shop, so it's not competing. So I will be launching those on Etsy. That is bye. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.